Hey guys, this is Yo at the Hook and Hut, and a bit of delay there because Lily's here. Oh yeah, they're not really happy this morning because it's raining. They want to be outside, but it's raining, and they want to be outside, but it's raining. So anyway, first off, before I go any further into this last video of the Ledger series, let's call it. Guess what I got? I got my guest book, and I got your names in it. Those of you who have subscribed and have not blocked your name from being able to be written in my book. Because with, when you do your subscribers, you can set it so people can know who's subscribing to them and who isn't. And a lot of you have that blocked. So your name is not in my book, but you are a number. So thank you, number 52, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And everyone who has subscribed to me, I so appreciate it. I mean, I've done YouTube vids for a lot of years, and I hardly got any views and only had like maybe 1, 2, 3 at the max subscribers. So 52 for me feels like 50,000. So thanks so much, guys, for the support, because it really does mean a lot. And I had so much fun. Instead of just looking at and seeing, oh look, there's a number. To have names to go with those numbers is just fantastic, and just makes it more personal, you know? You're not just a number, except for number 52 and a number of others of you who have blocked your names from being seen. But anyway, for December, I want to welcome, I will, once people start subscribing in January and including their names, I will say your name too. But from December, welcome aboard Lois, Grace, Angela, Tabitha, Lizzie, Ively Creations, and Lillian. And when I was going through and I was writing down the different names, the funniest thing I came across was Fluffy, the Unicorn's Crochet Corner. I love that. Every time I see it, I open up a book and just to look at it, so I'll laugh. But I love that name. So anyways, thank you to everyone for subscribing. Now, on with the show. Today we're looking at the final of the 3 that was at the bottom of Jack Fruth's 1960 ledger, where he had his sales goal for the year and what he has to sell each month in order to meet that goal. And then at the bottom of that, he had grow or die, diversity or die, and progress or perish. And that's interesting, that it's progress or perish, but it's grow and diversity or die. What's the difference? Well, to die, look it up in the dictionary. See, it means to stop living. Okay, but to perish, what is perish? Perish is brutal. Perish is suffer death, typically in a violent, sudden, or untimely way. So, yeah, that's pretty tough. So today's is the brutal one, the last one. Progress or perish. Now, progress can mean a lot of things. It can mean keeping up with the times and paying attention to the way things are changing and making sure your business is also changing in the same way. In other words, if you're a person who has a business and you focus on trends like the paracord bracelet, which is no longer a big trend, proof in the pudding. If you go on Marmalade and you look up paracord bracelet, you will find that paracord bracelet only gets 117.2 views. Who knows what the point 2 is? 117.2 views a month. That's it for the paracord. But friendship bracelets get 1,684.4 views a month. Big difference. So if you're the type of person who says, no, I like paracord bracelets, I will only make paracord bracelets, I will even make camouflage paracord bracelets, and you don't want to make anything else, you will definitely perish, because you're not willing to change, you're not being flexible, you're not willing to learn. And if you're any of that, you really will never succeed in business, because you've got to be willing to change, you've got to be willing to grow at any cost. And at any cost means leaving your ego behind and saying, and your ego and your wants, your own personal wants behind. For instance, when I started my Etsy shop, I just wanted to make toys. Hello, more toys. And then, just love this little guy. And toys. That's what I wanted to make. That's why my email address was Happy Toy Maker. What didn't sell in my store? Toys. I ended up having to look for other things. So I found out, okay, pot holders will sell sometimes. Pot holders will sell. I've sold over $400 and some worth of pot holders. Those type of things sell. Dishcloths sell. My scrubby, dual size scrubby is probably my number one seller. I've sold probably more hats this year than I have, earlier. I mean, late this year than I did before. But, man, tough. But, as much as I would prefer to make amigurumis, as much as I would prefer to focus on hats, which I don't have a whole lot of luck selling, I have to be willing to change. I have to be willing to make other things and learn from it and hopefully grow. Right now, I'm looking at other avenues to create multiple income streams because spring is coming, summer is coming. Sales are going to drop to virtually nothing, and it is going to hurt. And I need the money coming in because my scooter broke down quite a few years back, and it's extremely expensive to fix, and I have the feeling I'm not even going to fix it. I'm just going to buy a new one, and that's going to cost several thousand. So, not going to happen. But anyway, you got to look at it that way. So, when you're looking at your business, be open, be willing to change, look at what's not selling, don't focus on it, look at what is, find ways within yourself, look at your other skills, your other talents. How can you use that in order to create another income for yourself? Okay? Yeah, because that's what's going to keep your business alive. That's what's going to keep you afloat. That's what's going to help you in the long run be able to have your business as your sole source of income. Because if you become stubborn and you refuse to change, you refuse to be flexible, it just doesn't work. You've really got to go for all out and look at every avenue possible. Educate yourself in business tactics and everything that you can, and see what happens. And if you don't give up and you give it your best, everything you have, and genuinely give it your best, and you remember, if you've watched some of my other videos, it's an old Jewish proverb, if someone says I have tried and failed, don't believe them. If they say I have succeeded without trying, don't believe them. If they say I have tried and succeeded, believe them. And one of the things I like so much about Jack Fruth is that when he opened up his shop, I forgot how long it was after he opened it, but they moved it to a new location and it burnt down. And in the book they have something about 10 hard years where just one thing after the other went wrong. There was another warehouse fire. All this type of stuff would take place. And yet, a guy who started with just one little store back in the early 50s, in 2017, there's 26 or 27 Fruth pharmacies now. Because he held to his game plan of what he wrote in the top of his ledger. He just stuck with it. And he changed with the times and was willing to be flexible and learn and grow, and he did. And he created 26, 27 stores as a result. And they're still growing. He's gone, but the descendants are keeping it going, and there's more Fruth pharmacies, most likely to come even. So, you just never know what's going to happen if you don't give up. So don't give up. Be flexible. Be willing to diversify your income. Be willing to change off to something else that's also related to what you do and what you prefer to do, but be willing to do something else to be able to keep the business alive. Keep learning, keep growing, and we'll see you later. Have a great one. And thanks so much for all the comments, the private messages that I've received about the videos, the help that you've gotten from them. And if there's anything else you want me to talk about and prattle on with, let me know. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.